Hi, TikTok family. Julie, psychic medium. How is everybody doing? Happy Saturday. Let me get my. Does anybody else do this? You have 3 drinks for things. I have my caffeine, my hydration. Usually I have a smoothie, but right now I have 2 drinks going on before I'm on here. Hey, little Maria. Cute name, by the way. Hey, Hall. How are you guys? Cheers. I'm drinking my tea, got my water. I went live for a little time last night. Hi, Trish, there you are. And I'm also waiting for Liz. So if you have followed me before, welcome, welcome. Thank you. We made it to 40,000 followers. I am so happy just because that means that there's more of you, and I'm so excited. And if you give me one second, okay, Lisa's here too. Perfect. I'm waiting for at least one moderator. That helps me a lot. Hi from El Paso, Texas. So Sassy and Trish, thank you for being here. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for a moderator, if you can, don't tell me who you want to hear from, but just be thinking about it. And I don't need to know their name. I just need to know who they are to you, okay? So I'm just waiting for one moderator. It might help if we tap the screen. And that's how I know I have one helper here. And if you've seen me before, hi, Nicole. If you've seen me here before, I usually like to have one moderator because they help the process of everything, and they can block anybody who's commenting while I'm giving a reading to someone else. I know we're all excited and everybody wants their readings, but it's so important that I just have one person speak at a time. So moderators, where are you? If you're on, could please say hello. And can you guys thank the moderators and maybe even follow them, as they're amazing and they help me do what I do. Okay? So if you're a moderator and you're on here, thank you. We need this. And perfect. Just waiting for at least one moderator. Moderators, where are you? We're like, angels, send us them. Yeah, I'm looking. I think. Hello from South Africa. Hi, Gina. If you are one of my moderators, if you can say hi. And I just want to thank you. Thank you for being here. Hello from Florida. Illinois, perfect. Hi, Griselia, how are you this evening? Guam. Oh, my boy. I was to say my boy. My son's daughter, or son's, oh my God, I can't even talk. My son's girlfriend's family is from Guam. And from Scotland. Aloha from Hawaii. Hi, Minnesota. Hi, Erica from California. I used to live in California. Hello from New York. I'm just waiting for one moderator. So that usually helps a bit. So thank you for your patience to everybody. Griselia, you're from Texas, and yeah. And then, yeah, Dawn, hi from Scottsdale, Arizona. Illinois, Virginia, Arizona, Louisiana, and Central California. I love that. Oh my gosh, this is so funny because when you guys come on here and I do this, I feel like I'm singing, country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain, mama, take me home. Hey, Soul Love, I haven't seen you for days. Hey, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Virginia, and Illinois. Hi, everybody. Just waiting for a moderator to come on so I can do some readings. Woo! I have 2 readings today. They're paid for ahead of time. And so, yeah, so good to see you too. And so I'm going to be doing those. You guys can tell I have like an allergy thing today. But I'm good to go. We can work through allergies. Yorktown, Virginia. Nice. Thanks, Kimberly. Well, let me see if I can start this. In Oregon, I'm from Oregon. So nice to see you. Thank you guys all for coming here. So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to start my first reading. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, let's all send Jess beautiful energy. She is watching from the hospital, so I'm just praying for you, just sending you some good vibes. Yeah. Tanya, are you one of my moderators? How do I know if you're my moderator? Oh, you are one of my moderators. Perfect. So I have a moderator on here. Thanks, Tanya. I just didn't see. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing 2 readings. I used to be a preschool teacher, so before I start, I always say, could you guys sit crisscross applesauce and allow me to do this? These people have paid ahead of time, so I really want to honor their time and their appointment today. I will be able to answer questions after both readings, but I think the order that it goes is Lisa, you are first, and it's Liza. And then Trisha D, you're next. So if you're a moderator for me, please do me a favor. Miss Verde's here! Yay! We've got moderators. I wouldn't be able to do a reading today. I'm going out after this, but if you guys could hold your comments for 1 second. I did want to pull, Lisa, I think you said your last name is it's like Aries, Aries. If you can come forward first, and Trish, I see you there, thank you. And thank you, moderators. If you could do me a favor, everybody hold your comments, and the moderators will help with that, and they'll kind of like mute you should you talk, and I'm getting ready to get my energy ready to do a reading. So please don't be offended by being muted. Thank you. Oh, it's Liza, like Liza Minnelli. Okay, perfect. Thank you. So, Liza, can you do me a favor? And Trish, hold on because you're next. Thanks, Miss Verde. Liza, can you do me a favor and let me know who you want to hear from? And I wonder if it's going to be mom, because I have a mom figure from you. And if you're just coming on and you get muted, I'm right in the middle of a reading. If you want to see, I don't know, Miss Verde, if you know how to pin comments. I don't know how to do that. But if you guys just keep saying, please, so comments. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you guys so much. So I don't need to know the name. I just need to know who you want to hear from, like who they are to you. And for some reason, I just keep seeing a mom. That's okay. I don't know how to do that either. But what you're doing is perfect. Thanks, Miss Verde. So Liza, if you can do me a favor, and if anybody else is talking besides Liza, you will be muted, but thank you for being here. I'm right in the middle of a reading. Thank you for honoring that. And Susan, I'm right in the middle of a reading, so read the room, you guys. I know some of you jump in and start talking. I'm in the middle of a reading. And she says, so Lisa is the only one. Sassy is the only one I should be reading right now. Sassy, do you moderators see her? Sassy's the only one I should be reading. Sissy Sassy. Okay, Mom, if she had a message for me, I need to know anyone who needs to communicate. Okay, so your mom is crossed. That's the first thing I started to see was your mom. And I felt like she was a force to reckon with. I just keep seeing that over and over again. And do you have a daughter? Do you have, is it you, your mom, and then do you have a daughter? And is your daughter still alive, correct? Because she says she's talking about, yeah, I'm here, I see you. So she's talking about, she keeps saying daughter. Does that make sense to you, Liza, when she says that? Yes? Okay. Because she keeps talking about your daughter. She keeps saying that you're raising your daughter to be a leader, and she's talking about that, and she's saying how proud she is of both of you. She knows she was a force to reckon with. Okay, three daughters. There's one where they had to be like specifically like very close, or there's something like close in proximity. Nope, close in like relationship. Okay. Yes, thank you for quoting the Bible. Thank you for being here. Okay, so Liza, let me see. And it's interesting because that person, she's all, my mom has very strong energy. She does. And she's telling me you're raising a strong daughter, like daughters, but she specifically says something about a daughter. So she's showing me that. I feel like I need to say happy birthday, so I don't know if it's your birthday coming up, if it's someone else's birthday, but she literally says happy birthday, and they will say happy birthday to you. And happy birthday or something like that also means an anniversary of their passing, if that makes any sense. So she'll be bringing that up too. It's like an anniversary or a passing. Interesting, that person should reference the Bible. I'm all for different kind of religions. You're more than welcome to be here as long as your religion doesn't hurt anybody, judge anybody, or exclude anybody. Thank you. I believe God is love and the angels help us and they're love too. So in saying that, Liza, I feel like your mom, she makes me feel like not super religious, but like more spiritual. She makes me feel like she loved to help out the community. A4 is the birthday. Okay, yep, so someone just had a birthday. That's how she brings it up. Okay, hold on one second. Is there somebody who's crossed over that also smoked? I taste smoke in my mouth, and that's their way of coming through. I'll start to see, hear, and feel something that they want me to tell you. Right, she's very spiritual. Because she makes me feel like she had to believe how she got through her life and why she was so strong was she had a certain amount of faith. She had faith in being a good person. Do you know what I mean? And she makes me feel like, have I given you a reading before? This feels really familiar. Had I given your daughter a reading? This is feeling, your mother smoked, that's why she's coming through like that. Did she give your daughter a wooden cross or something like that? A wooden cross, and there will be double messages. I'm just in the middle of a reading, but thank you for being here. Yes? Okay. Because she shows me that out of all the people. No? Okay. Let me go ahead and just put it to the side. Something's feeling very familiar about your daughter. And it's like something wooden, like a wooden cross, wooden pack. You gave my youngest daughter a reading. Okay. There's something about a wooden plaque or wooden, I don't know what she's talking about. I'm just going to go ahead and put it to the side. Okay, hold on one second. She had, okay, which one do you want me to tell him first? Okay. Is there an MAR either here or crossed over? Your mom loved all crosses. Okay, that's why she's showing me that, because I can see that. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. We didn't. Oh, yeah. Yes and no. Okay. Yes, and no one knows about the wooden cross. Okay, that's okay. Just put it to the side. If she shows me that it's a representative, she was very spiritual, but I get non-denominational, like she just feels like that, okay? Please don't comment. I'm in the middle of a reading. You're just going to get muted anyway. Okay. Stephanie, I'm in the middle of a reading. There, you might have double messages, but I really need people not to comment because that interferes with the reading, okay? But thank you for being here, and I'm glad that there's double messages for you. So I'm going to go back to you, Liza. Is there a first, middle, or last name, M-A-R, like Margaret or Mary? Does that make any sense to you when I say that? And she's making me feel like your mom had such a good life. She does, oh, the cross belonged to your grandma. I got you. There we go. There we go. Hold on one second. My youngest daughter has the cross. Okay, here we go. They're just coming because they show me a wooden cross. I'm like, what are you trying to show me here? And I was like, I just know, like last week I gave somebody a reading, but they're showing me that again. So I love the consistency, and I love that they are showing me that. I don't even know who you are. So this is perfect. Hold on one second. Your mom had such a good life, such a great life. She worked hard. Things were not handed to your mom. If anything, it feels like she left behind is that family is everything, and that serving a lot of food at events is the utmost importance, because she makes me feel like my big fat Greek wedding. I just see so more food than there are people at events. Like, you have that from your mom. Do you know what I mean? You'll be invited over to a party and a potluck, and they'll be like, bring some food. And you're like, you bring 3 entrees and 4 desserts. Do you know what I mean? They're like, there's just 3 of us here. But you get that from your mom, and a sense of community. And she also makes me feel like her integrity as well. She's so sweet that way. Thanks, Miss Verde. M-A-R name. Is the first 3 letters. Oh, okay. Of your daughter's name. Okay, thank you. That's the way that they show us. Yes. And she was an excellent cook. That's why she's such a foodie. Yeah. She's going to make me hungry. I honestly just had the best salad ever, but as your mom comes through. And your mom makes me feel like, and you do this too, she's like, we're like the mafia. Once you're in, you're in. So once you are introduced to the family, once you're friends with people, and the family, your family. Do you understand what I'm saying? You are indeed family. And she's bringing that up. And out of nowhere, I just heard a name like, yeah, best food. Out of nowhere, I just heard a name like Sabrina or Seabreeze. Sabrina or Seabreeze. And if that makes sense to you, perfect. If not, I just put it to the side. 98% of what I'm talking about for you is going to make sense. Okay? Thanks, moderators. I see your help there. Okay, so mom had a great life. This is how she shows me. I kept cooking food and hosting tradition going. Yeah. And she's talking about that. Everybody leaves with a Ziploc bag. Do you know what I mean? You're like, here, take food. Like, people, they'll have food for like a week after that. There is something about, she's making me feel like, don't worry about me. Don't worry about the way I passed, or if you did enough for me, because you did. I had a great send-off, she says. Are you a nurse or something, or did you help take care of your mom? You're so, yes, Jesus loves you too, Erica. Thank you for being here. Because she says, thank you for taking care of her. Like, you helped her pass, like, with dignity. Does that make sense? Oh, yes, to the Sabrina? I don't even know. There's a couple of questions that I was asking. The moderators are busy. If you're coming, welcome, but read the room. I'm in the middle of a reading. Sit and relax and enjoy. If there's double messages, I'm so glad you're getting those. Write those down. All kinds of loved ones will come in to give double messages while I'm giving another person a reading. You are in healthcare, not clinical, but you did help her. That's what she says. And she says that you helped her pass away with dignity. Do you understand? Were you actually with her? No. When she took her last breath? No. Was she's like sleeping and you're talking to her. She goes, I'm supposed to mention the music. Did you play music for your mom? Like, I hear music when I'm relaxing. Sabrina's name, not familiar. Go ahead and put it to the side. If it's not Sabrina, it's a name close to that. It can be Serena. It's like a name like that. It can be Sarah, but it has to be something like this. Hold on one second. Oh my gosh. You tried, but not with her. Okay. Because I was asking, were you there? And then I got no. But see, there's something about the send-off, like taking care of her. And I'm supposed to mention the music. She loved music. Okay. I'm glad this message resonates with you. I'm in the middle of a reading. So guys, when you talk, it's like if I were in a room having a conversation with somebody and you're like, that's my mom. You know what I mean? So crisscross applesauce, sit and relax. I'm so glad there's double messages to you, but read the room and know that you're in the middle of a conversation, okay? But write it down. I'm so glad you guys are getting double messages. Okay, let me see anything else. She's showing me a star for some reason, and I'm trying to understand if she's talking about Christmas, but I literally just saw a star. Does that make any sense to you? Usually I ask them to give me something else. I don't know if she put a star on the tree and you have the star, but she literally just put that. Hi Sarah, I'm right in the middle of a reading. I'll say hi to people on the break though. Thank you for being here. Come on, Mom, is there anything else that you want to say? Are you guys doing, she wore the David Star necklace. See? This is so cool. She kept showing it to me. Do you have that necklace? Do you have that necklace? She literally was like, their star is very significant, very significant. She kept showing me that. Hold on one second. Are you doing a genealogy? Who's doing the genealogy? Like the ancestor. I feel like I'm putting together, it looks like a book of like stories, but they can also mean that someone's looking into your, to do ancestor, like, yeah. Does that make any sense to you when I say that? You guys are so great. Thanks. I could not be with her. One of the children kept her from my family at the end of life. Okay. I think that's why she's saying, thank you for the time that you took care of me. She keeps, Ancestor found out that we are Native Americans. I love that. Okay. Yeah, ancestor.com. Because she shows me that. She shows me that. Hold on one second. That would make it sense why you guys have like certain visions. Do you know what I mean? So people who have like Native American, because their relatives did the like visions, you will have like visions and premonitions. I think you know what I'm talking about. You may not call yourself intuitive, but you have the gut feelings or the premonitions. And she's saying to pay attention to that. Hold on one second. Come on, Grandmom, is there anything else that you would want her to know? This sits on your heart. This sits on your heart. I tried my best to help her in the end. This sits heavy on your heart, and you feel like you wanted the reading, but she's like, I need to talk to her, Julie. I need to tell her it's okay. It's okay. Do you understand what she's saying? She's saying, please don't take this. Please don't take this. Yes, Julie, we are very sensitive. I get that too. Yes. Okay. She's making me feel like she wants you to only remember the good because that's all she remembers anyway. She's saying this other person is, I don't want to say crazy, but they feel kind of like vindictive. And I feel like they thought if we're here at the end and there's money, we'll get the money. So they did it for selfish reasons. And when people do that, Liza, karma comes their way. So just keep doing what you need to do and know that no one could ever affect or change the relationship that you had with your mom. I will tell her that. She wants me to share with you. My mom had a near-death experience, and this is how I know all of this as well, as did one of my other sisters. And when they crossed over, they were floating above, and they could see where we were. There's no way they would know this information. And when they came back, resentment and greed, yeah, they're greedy. They're never enough, yeah. And when they came back, they saw us. When your mom crossed over, she was floating over, and she saw the hurt that you guys had, and she understands that. That's why she's arranged this reading today. She keeps showing me an S name. I know that that's like your username, but it's like something about somebody named S that ends with an A, or it's like that. Do you know what I mean? It can be a Subaru if someone got her car, but there's something significant about an S name. Sounds like Sabrina. So I'm just going to put that to the side. If I'm hearing it wrong, if it's a name I've never heard before, like your name's Liza and I called you Lisa, just put it down. And I will, what I'm going to do is I record these and put this over on YouTube, and you can look at the reading that I'm doing today. You can look at that later. Thank you for being here. I'm asking you not to comment as I'm in the middle of a reading, but thank you for being here. She's pulling back a little bit, Liza, but I feel like the main thing she's saying is she knows the relationship. Oh, yeah, what's that name, Marilisa? Because remember she was saying there's an M-A-R name. Who's that to you? Who's M-A-R to you, sweetheart? It'll make sense. Just write it down. I know there was a movie when we watched when we were younger called Sabrina. It was like about like joking about a witch like having powers. I don't think it's that. I think she's trying to talk about someone. I just can't hear it. But it will make sense later. Anyway, as she comes through, just know that's your eldest daughter. Okay. She has I think that's why she was saying the M-A-R before, but there's an S-A something. It's like Serena, Sabrina, Selena, like it's like a name like that. So I'm just going to put it to the side. I think that she's mentioning your older daughter so she can confirm who's around you. Hold on one second. She's adamant that you remember the good times, because now that she's crossed over, all she remembers is how you were there for her. Yeah, Marlissa is the name of, okay. Yeah, she's bringing it up for a reason. She's just showing that she's watching over you, okay? I know we want to be there when someone passes away and we feel robbed, but she's wanting you to know for a gift for yourself. Please don't think of it that way, because she wasn't even in her body anymore at the end. She was already floating above. She must have been kind of like in and out, kind of sleeping. Do you understand what I'm saying? I do remember the good times, yeah. And let go of the feeling of like not being there. She's making me feel like she wouldn't want that on you. You were amazing to her and very selfless, and did it not because it's like, hey, look at me, but you just did it to do it because it was the right thing to do. Does that make sense? She's making me feel like a lot of abundance is around you and your daughters. I don't know if someone's going to start a business, patent something, write a book. Yes, she passed away in a hospital. But I see her in and out. I see her sleeping a lot. And usually what happens when that happens, and this is what my mom shared with me about the near-death experience, is that they fly over their bodies so they can see you. And she's making me feel like, yes, you loved your parents, and vice versa. Do you know what I mean? She's saying that nobody can ruin that relationship that we have together. She just keeps saying that over and over again. But I do see either a patent and Shark Tank around you. I don't know why. So if you have an idea that you want to invent, or any of the girls come up with something, she's saying follow through. It will be exactly the right thing. Oh my God, I just started a new business with a new company. Yep, that's what it is. A lot of abundance is coming to you, she's saying. And I feel like copywritten or patent, just write that down, because she brings that up. And she says, the girls know they are smart. You guys are 10 times smarter than you think you are. And you also have an idea. I know. I've done so many readings on here. I don't think I've ever mentioned a copyright or a patent. She's like, keep that under your hat. Only tell your girls and move on it. Because she shows me Shark Tank for a reason. Okay? I'm pulling back. This is her way of showing that she loves you. I'm starting to hear Trisha's name, and that's how I know I'm transitioning to another reading. But please know This is your mom's way of coming through, just spreading so much love. She loves all of you so much, and she's so proud of you. And I'm so glad you know that. So keep talking to her. She hears you. Do you know what I mean? And you guys have some powerful female energy as a spiritual team on the other side. Okay? Thank you. Woo! Thank you, moderators. Thank you, Liza, for letting me give you this reading. I am going to relax for a little bit and say hi to people. And then, Trish, you are next. You're welcome, Liza. These are recorded, and so I will be posting these on YouTube, so you can go to my private channel there. I want to take a minute to say hi to people. Trish, if you can do me a favor and just think about who you want to hear from today so I can read you next. Yeah, you guys are amazing. And I just want to thank the moderators on here too. Okay, perfect. Trish, just give me 1 second. I want to take a deep breather in between readings, but I'm on it. I'm going to drink some water today. I'm done with readings today. If you want a reading the next time I go live, which will probably be, hold on 1 second, guys. Thank you, moderators, for being here. I am so awfully grateful for all of you. I love doing this and the vibration and the healing that it provides. I just love it. It looks like I'm going to be going live Thursday at 3:30 Pacific Coast time. So if you're wondering what time that is, it is whatever time. I don't know what time it is for you. It's 4 p.m. right now, but I'm going to go live on Thursday, the 18th at 3:30 Pacific Coast time. As you can tell, the spots go really fast. So if you want to pay ahead of time like these people did, it's a $30 donation, and you can go here and double click on that, and my Venmo will come down, or PayPal, and those are the way that I accept payments for readings. That's the way it works. Oh, Jenny's here too. All the moderators coming in. It's a party, it's a party. So I am going to be starting here on my next reading, and then I will take a break and answer questions at the end. Keep in mind, once I start this reading, which I'll do here in 2 minutes, if you talk during the reading, you will be muted. We have that going on just so if it were your reading, you wouldn't want anybody else in here too. So we've really created a beautiful place where I can do readings for people. Yes, thank you, Pink Petal. Yes, that would be 6:30 Eastern Coast time, so 3:30 this Thursday. I'll be doing readings on here. So thank you guys for being here, moderators. I couldn't do this without you. If you can't afford a reading and you want a free reading, just follow me. I come on here from time to time like I did last night, and I just offer free readings. I'm trying to be a service in any way that I can in order to share this gift and share the message that you guys are not alone, that your loved ones who have crossed over, their bodies have dissipated, but their spirits are very much still alive, eternal and full of love, and are following you and helping you on your life's journey. Okay, so thank you for that. I'll be answering questions at the end. And Trish, you wanted to hear from? Trish, you must be a mom. So Trish, thank you for your patience. Trish. Hi, Tina, and I will message you about Thursday. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know how to pin things. You're amazing, Lisa. Thank you, or Liza. Thank you so much. Sorry, I keep doing that. Trish. Okay. So you moderators, you see the name Trish, and anybody else here, thank you for coming in. You will be muted. I'm starting a reading, but thank you for being here. Yeah, I'll figure out how to pin that later. We'll play one day. Okay, so Trish, can you do me a favor? Again, I know you said it earlier, sweetie, but I was chatting like I usually do. Can you tell me, not their names, but who you want to hear from today, sweetie? And thank you for letting me do this. You are a mom? Yeah. I keep hearing you're a mom. They keep saying she's a mom, she's a mom. They keep saying that. 3:30 Pacific Coast time, 6:30 Eastern time. Nana, uncle, and grandma. Okay. Hold on one second. This is so funny. Nana's like, everybody move out of the way because I'm going to be talking. This is so funny. Now, I just watched Little People, Big World, and there's this part in there where Jackson goes up to his grandma, and she's like, would you like scrambled eggs or French toast, or scrambled eggs and French toast? And he's like, that would be wonderful. And he's like, I knew I had the best Mimi. So who does that remind you of as far as, yeah, me too, I love that show, of the Nana or grandma? Because I just keep getting like somebody who like would have cooked with you, somebody who, and I usually don't like that from a Nana or a grandma, but if they're coming through, then they are. This is Nana. Yeah, I had a feeling. Funny that she says, everybody move out of the way because I'm coming in. She shows me the number 3. So do you have 3 kids? Is there a third date that's important, or March? She shows me 3. She literally goes like that. So that's usually trying to show me, like, she talked about how you are a mom, how many kids you have. Something about roses are very important too. I don't know if somebody's name is Rose or Rosa, or someone absolutely loved roses, like either the song or a rose bush, but she shows me that. Does that make sense to you when she says that, Trish? You have 4 kids. Okay, so something is, is there 3 of, and then 1? So are there 3 girls and 1 boy? 3 boys and 1 girl? If not, then she's trying to show me a date of something. She's trying to show me like March or the 3rd of a month. That's how she would show me. Do you guys have twins in your family? 2 girls, 2 boys. Okay. Or do twins run in your family? I'm seeing like something where somebody like looks a lot alike. So if there's not twins, then they say, oh my gosh, they look alike. Like they look alike. So I don't know with your kids if people ask you if you have twins. So funny because I'm so jealous when families look alike, because we're Irish and Polish and nobody looks alike. We have blonde hair, red hair, black hair, like nobody. But my friend Heidi, like her whole family, they all look alike. So just so you know, they're bringing that up for a reason. They just keep saying, so if you have somebody who you say, oh, okay, I got you. There's a twin reference. So if it's like your picture, yeah, you say no twins. I understand, sweetie. If there's a picture of somebody, like she's showing me an example, when they're young next to you, did you guys look alike? You know how people say, you're my mini me, or that's my twin? So it's not biological, then there's a reference to it. Because she keeps showing me that. It would be like her picture when she was younger next to your picture or one of your kids looks a lot alike. Like so much that they look alike. Just keep in mind, she's bringing that up for a reason, and she's talking about that. Now, I know I just gave in the last reading about her own business, but do you run your own business? Your Nana is saying you don't sit down. You get up in the morning and you just start drinking your coffee and you just are on the go. She calls you the Energizer Bunny, she says. And I don't know if your kids are young, like elementary school or something like that. You feel quite young to me. But I feel like you're on it with your kids. Does that make sense to you? All of my kids look alike. Yes, when they were babies. Okay, that's what she's showing me. There would be a reference to that. And you have your own business. Okay, see? Because she says you threw her off with twins and she's like, no, maybe she's not reading me. So I'm glad that you stayed with it and that you're being open. Thank you. With your uncle, there's something about, hold on one second. Would you consider, hold on. I want to be serious because I realize that these people are passed away and you want to hear some heartfelt messages. But when you're, yes, hyper, very active, she calls you the Energizer Bunny. She doesn't call you hyper. She says you're very organized. You run a tight ship. That's how she says it. Say that to me again. Your uncle, when he comes through, I just want to start laughing. And do you know there's a term called funkle? It's like fun uncle. Does that make sense to you when he comes through? Because he's like, fun uncle. I'm supposed to say that. And I don't know if his name was John or if he had a lot of hair. Like, who is that? Like John Travolta? Does that make sense? Yeah, he's funny, like a funkle, like a fun uncle. He keeps showing me that. I don't know why he shows me John Travolta. Did he was he a dancer? Like what, was he an actor? Is your uncle, oh, your dad's name is John. Okay, yep. So is this your dad's brother? This would be his way of trying to come through. There's something about him where I feel like I'm supposed to, like, my dad, your dad looks like John Travolta. Okay, because he's bringing it up for a reason. And I'm like, Trisha, is John Travolta your dad? Like, or your uncle? Okay, so if there's a reference to like John Travolta, then this is making a lot of sense to me. Okay. Did anybody actually record music or something? I'm wondering why they're showing me. Show me that again. I feel like I'm seeing a record player, and I feel like I see it spinning around. I'm trying to understand what they're showing me. I don't know if someone actually recorded music or if you have a record, someone's record player, or why he's showing me that. Does that make any sense to you? 98% of what I'm telling you right now is going to make sense, and the other part just put to the side, okay? And they're also making an Easter reference. I'm going to start kind of talking fast, but I'll look at your comments. They're also making an Easter reference. So I don't know if someone passed away in April or if someone's birthday is close to April. I keep seeing Easter, so I don't know if it's Easter or they're saying a person's name is Esther, but I'm seeing this. I'll let you. Nana recorded, or you have her music. It's just so awesome. She's like, talk about the record. I'm like, do you recorded an album? Trisha, are you guys famous? Am I giving... Okay. Whoops. Hold on one second. Died in April. Okay, that's Nana's way of just, she makes me feel like she's in charge of this reading. Do you know what I mean? And I have a feeling that it comes as no surprise to you, because if I had all three of them together, I have a feeling of she would be the one talking. Do you know what I mean? She also says that you guys have a special relationship, and that's why she's coming through as well. But sweetie, I never give people forewarnings. Do you ever get massages or chiropractic adjustments? Do you get headaches? The reason why I'm asking is, do you know this part of your back? Oh my God, it's so incredibly tight. So I don't know if the weight of the world is on your shoulders, if you don't delegate, or if you don't do things in your house, it doesn't get done. But she's like, sweetie, you need a massage. You get migraines. That's what I'm seeing. Oh my gosh. It just feels like fire. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you've ever, I'm not a doctor. It feels tense on the back of your neck. So check with your doctor about chiropractic. She said you do not like having your neck adjusted. I get it. It's weird. They come in, they crack it. It feels weird. But I feel like it would help you. Do you know what I mean? That in a massage, like regularly. I just keep seeing that. Does that make any sense to you? She's bringing it up for a reason. She so wants to help you. You still go though. She's like, she'll get a migraine and she'll pop her Excedrin. She'll still go. There's something about, I swear, because I go to the chiropractor when my neck is that tight, and she's giving me a feeling of that, it being like that, if that makes any sense. But check with your doctor. Like I said, I'm not a doctor, but I'll see things in a reading for a reason. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Say anything else. Did someone have like open heart surgery or a heart attack? Not with masseuse chiropractor. Okay. Just so you know, she's bringing it up. They'll bring up things that will like be helpful. Do you know what I mean? Hold on one second. Say the other thing that you were just talking about. Oh, I lost it. Sorry. Oh, okay. They show me it again. Did someone have like triple bypass surgery or quadruple bypass? Someone's going to say, she's reading me. I hear you. This is just a double message, but thank you for being here. And just write it down. Spirits will use double messages to hit as many people as they can and have this confirmation, but I know I'm reading Trish. I feel like either on your side or your husband's side, they're showing me this, and that's usually someone showing me that they had heart problems, a heart maker, or double bypass, triple, quadruple bypass. Does that make any sense to you when I'm saying that? And you're not driving right now, are you? I don't know why I keep seeing you driving. I'm like, is she driving? My dad's father who passed with a heartache. Okay, that's okay. They're just showing me. They showed me a car for some reason while I was asking about this. So I don't know if someone actually passed out in their car, died in a car, or got in a car accident. But when I was talking about this same person and having the heart, they were talking about that, okay? They're saying something about, say it again, you guys. They just showed me this 3 times. I don't know if it's a tiny house, if it's a shack, if it's a she shed. I cannot understand what they're talking about, but I keep hearing the word shack. I keep hearing this. Does this make any sense to you? It won't make sense to me. I ran my parents' car in a pool when I was 4. That's why he's showing me. So that would just be Nana's way of saying, I know what's going on. Oh, you sweetie, I'm glad you were okay. Does that make any sense to you? Anything that I just said? And I won't remember. It's just like they're talking. So let me see anything else that I have to say or anybody that comes forward with. Hold on one second. So did they mention John? That was your reading, right? John is your dad. The shack thing or the shake thing, what does that mean? Is there shake or shack? I won't know what that means, but that will mean something to you. I don't know if someone shack, shake, shake, rattle, and roll. No, I'm just kidding. It's going to make sense to you. It won't make any sense to me. My dad, but not sure about the shack. Okay, just go ahead and put it to the side. If someone said, my house is like a shack, or when you were growing up, if someone had a shack or a shed that you used to play in, it makes me, okay. So they'll use different ways to try for me to show you things. Yeah, and your dad's name is John. They'll use different things for me to show you that they're around. I'll start to see, hear, and feel things. But they also will show me my memories and say, Julie, it's close to this. And they're showing me my memory of playing. I used to have, my grandparents were Polish, Busha and Jarusz. So I don't know if you're Polish, someone grew up on a farm or had a tool shed, but I just keep seeing that. I just keep seeing it over and over again. And that would be like shed, shack. But it would be significant. It would be like, oh, we used to play in there all the time. Or I used to build things with somebody. I'm seeing it for a reason. Yeah, you guys are giving me, I know I'm giving Trish a reading. If you have a double message comes your way, just take it, hold it in your heart, and know that they're using this opportunity to also give you a message, okay? But please don't comment. It's like I'm in the middle of a reading, little conversation, and you're coming up like, hey, blah, 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 okay? So I'm still doing a reading. Please don't comment. I will pause at the end. Does this make any sense to you, Trish? So 98% of what I talk about right now is going to make sense to you. The other 2%, I have this recorded. You can watch it later on YouTube. And they will, it's like they're giving you puzzle pieces so that you can see a clear picture. And what they'll do is they'll show you later like the full picture. Does that make sense to you when I say that? Were you Nana's favorite or something? Were you closer to your Nana than the other kids? Were you the first girl or something? Yes? Okay. Were you like the first girl or Nana's favorite? There's something very, I mean, I know she loved all the kids, but there's something close with you guys. Does that make sense? You were the last girl. I knew it. Okay. I was like, it had to be like a special placement in the family because she shows me that as well. Hold on one second. And I don't know if you and your Nana, if you have your Nana, some of your Nana's jewelry, if you have her bracelet, I want to touch my wrist right here. And that's usually their way when they come through, that you have something significant of hers. Can mean a tattoo, but she's specifically showing me this area, okay? And that's how she shows me. Okay, anything else that you want me to tell her? You're such a go-getter. You have to have your own business. You know you're smart. You're 10 times smarter than you think you are. So you can't work for stupid people. And you like things done fast. She says, don't call yourself hyper. Tell yourself that you're very creative and sensitive and creative. You're very sensitive and creative, she says. She doesn't want you to call yourself hyper anymore, if that makes any sense. Okay, hold on one second. Which one did you just say that about? Did someone in the family just break up? Or was there a major breakup in your family? Breakup. They just said breakup. Breakup. Did someone in your family have a catastrophic breakup? Did someone just break up with somebody? Whether it's you or one of your friends? I don't see it around you. I don't think they're giving me a forecast with you. This is like somebody left somebody in a marriage, or someone died before the other. There's like a heartbreak. Is that what you're saying? A heartache, a heartbreak, a heartbreak. Hold on one second. Break, heartbreak. Just write it down as something that I'm seeing. So I don't know if somebody's wife passed away before them, if they got a divorce, but I see a man's heart hurting, and I don't understand what they're trying to tell me. But it would make sense, you know what I mean? Later on. Okay. Show me anything else. Come on, you guys. Bump it up with something that you would want me to say. For your business, do you do parties or something like that? Are you a party planner? Home goods. Just keep seeing. I keep seeing like decoration. I just keep feeling like you're very good at that. Okay, so I'm pulling back a little bit. One of the things that's happening, Trish, so I'm starting to get numb. Yes, that's making sense to you? Okay, I'm starting to get numb with this person coming. So what's happening is, whenever this happens, I know someone passed away with like either regret, someone didn't get a chance to see them, or you might be holding on to a word that I'm not saying, and you're like, I wonder if this is them. I want you to go ahead and relax. I don't think it's that. I think someone passed away with like much heartache or regret. I have a business dating sheet. Sorry, I don't understand. Can you write that one more time? But I'm getting numb energy. It's like someone someone's either like, oh, I can't. Whenever I get numb, I know like someone passed away, like with regret. Like there was something about someone didn't get there in time. Female and male dancers. Okay, cool. It's like a party. That's what they just kept saying, party. Okay, let me go back and see who this person is. Usually with readings on here, it's hard to get a little bit more into this of something that I'm seeing, but I'm trying to feel like, oh, there's a man and he's singing, you picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. So I don't know if is there somebody named Lucy, Lucille, or why I see this man who makes me feel like there was either a breakup or his wife left first. Did Nana pass away and then her husband was here? Did Grandma pass away and then her husband was here? Did anybody get a divorce? This guy makes me feel like he has regret that he didn't keep living for the people here and appreciating people here. Okay, there's something about that. Just write it down. I know you're saying no, and I appreciate that. If it's not on your side, then it's going to be on your husband's side. It's there, and it's like heavy energy, and it's hurting my heart, okay? I can't see who it is, but that's okay. I'm just going to go ahead and put it to the side. Let me lift up the energy. So I started to get so numb. And I know when I get numb, it's like somebody has regret on someone's passing or they were part of taking their own life. I don't see somebody around you that was part of taking their own life, but I feel like someone was depressed before they passed away. It makes me feel like that when they say like they have failure to thrive, like they couldn't keep going. So there's something about that. Just know I have it recorded. Is it your friend? Do you have a friend that passed? That was like part of taking their own life? I feel incredibly numb and like dizzy. Do you know what I mean? And it's a guy. Okay, then you understand what I'm talking about. I don't want to, I didn't see it being a family member, but it's a guy. Now you understand what I'm talking about? Yes. Thank you, sweetheart. And I wonder if there was a breakup first and he was disheartened. Do you know what I mean? So I understand, and thank you for being patient. I didn't know who they were coming from. When someone is part of taking their own life, their energy is murky to me. It's heavy. It's harder to read. Does that make sense to you? But just know that when I do readings, and any teachers or people that I observe that I admire, like John Edwards and Gordon Smith, when loved ones cross over, they all make it to the other side. Nobody's ever stuck. Don't let a medium ever tell you that. We have this loving energy that we come from, and then we come here to the earth's plane and exchange and have relationships, and then we go back there. No one's ever stuck. They do, however, receive like counseling on the other side, like healing. Do you know what I mean? And he's making me feel like he's doing that. Whenever I see someone who passed away so young, Trisha, I always hear that song, say it again. It's like, I don't like singing, but I'm going to sing it. Like A Sky Full of Stars from Coldplay, or say it again. Any songs with stars, it's like a way to say, when he was on, he was really on. He had great energy. And when it was bad, it was really bad. So I do feel like he's making me feel like, how do you want me to say that? So look for songs with stars. I know that sounds interesting. This isn't my thing. This is theirs. Does this make sense to you about him? Because like nobody believed it. Like he's like tears of a clown when there's no one around. Do you know what I mean? And there's regret about you. And I don't know if you guys went to high school together, but there's like regret around people saying, oh, I wish I would have known this. I wish I would have been able to help. He didn't tell people. Do you know what I mean? If he would have, then he wouldn't be in this situation, if that makes any sense. So just so you know, he's showing me that like he takes ownership of this. But I do hear the songs about stars, and I don't want to sing the song, but I just keep hearing. This song's from the 80s. You feel kind of young to me, but it's like, honey, you are my shining star. Don't you go away. Oh, I don't know who sings it. I don't know why I'm hearing it. But if you see things of a star, it's funny because in my last reading, the grandma had a star and this guy too. So it's always like there'll be themes in readings. Do you know what I mean? So I'm glad that you stuck with me, Trish. I know you were like, what is this lady even talking about? She's not reading me. I was like, no, I have somebody here who's like with deep regret, but I didn't see it around your family. Do you know what I mean? Very challenging to see. Hi, Silver. If you're muted, I'll say hi in a minute. I'm just in the middle of a reading. Yeah, I thought that was going to happen. So they are pulling back a little bit. I want to let you know that your Nana seems to be the biggest force. We go from your friend over to Nana, who is a force to reckon with. I just feel like she seems to be like extremely proud of you. She's making me feel like you're such a wonderful mom. She doesn't like it when you talk negative about yourself. So when I ask if there's anything she wants you to change at all, she just says she would like you to get some help with those migraines because she did bring that up. She shows me the back of the neck. So I don't know if you have like a sports medicine person, chiropractor, check with your doctor. But she shows me that area and it needing adjusted. So if you ever had a childhood injury that wasn't looked at, that people didn't know about, I just feel like it needs to be adjusted. That's what she's showing me. And what's the second thing is? She says to not talk to yourself in a negative way. I'm all over the place. I'm really hyper. No, you're not. You're together as you've got your list. You're very creative. And you just have the energy where you just want to keep things moving. Do you know what I mean? She says that she's so proud of everything that you're doing. And she's talking about how she says you need a vacation. I don't know if you just started your business or you haven't taken time off, or you're going to be doing a vacation soon, but she does talk about that. And I don't know about now, but I just keep feeling like if you're growing out of your office or your home, she's talking about a move. So I don't know if there's a move coming or if you just did this, but it reminds me of, you know, Chip and Joanna Gaines have the houses with the shiplap and it's like all modern, and I see, I wonder if she's trying to show me her house too. I see a porch. I haven't seen a porch in days. I live in California. We don't have porches. I grew up in Nebraska. Everybody had a porch, but I keep seeing a porch. She just keeps showing me that. So I don't know if you're interested in something about moving. Been talking about a vacation. Yeah, business in 17 years. We just built a house 3 years ago. Thank you. Yes. If it's got that look, do you know what I mean? If it's got that look, she's making me feel like we are sitting on the porch, out on the porch. I love this. She's like, you need to talk about it. So if you moved there and she passed away before that and you're wondering if she's watching over you, she already knows there was a move and you're sitting on the porch. I hope that this brings you the confirmation that you needed to know that your loved ones are very much around you. Their bodies dissipate, but their spirits are very much still alive and always around, showing, oh, she passed away when you were 4. That's why she's showing that she's watching over you. And as I pull back, I don't know, I haven't had Jell-O for days. I don't know if someone has her Jell-O mold, or if there's like gelatin or Jell-O. Just ask your mom about. It's like, you know those round one with the holes in it? I feel like I'm making like a Jell-O mold because as I touch it, it jiggles. So I don't know if you just made Jell-O or if that was like one of her thing or she had a Jell-O mold. But as I pull back, I literally hear Jell-O, and I haven't heard. That's not something I hear. But I love that she's talking about how you're on the porch. I love that she talks about your house. I love that she's giving you information to know, like, solid evidence that this is with you. Your uncle's like, hey, I had to let her talk. She talks so much here. I never got a word in edgewise. Please know he's coming through and loves you so much. He just keeps talking about that over and over again. He was like fun, but yet almost like, I don't want to say like a second dad. No, he's very much watching over you, and he's saying that you're an amazing mom. Good job with those kids, he says. Good job with those kids. Okay. Thank you for letting me give you that reading. Oh my gosh. I did not know that the friend was going to come through, but did you see? when we have someone who crossed over and they have regret, see how slow. You're welcome, Trish. You're welcome. See how slow the energy was going? And I was looking tired, like I couldn't like lift the energy. Once he gives the message and he's like, yes, I was there and now I'm crossed over and now I'm okay. Do you understand? And saying that your dad looks like John Travolta and his name is John, like all of those. I love when they give evidence. Do you know what I mean? I love when they give evidence. Thank you. Thank your family for coming through so clear. I do not have energy to do more readings today. But I do want to thank you guys for being here. I do private readings if you guys are asking. And I just always say this. If someone's communicating with you while I'm on my live and they're like, this is Julie, it's not me. I couldn't be communicating with you while I'm on here. I don't have any moderators or assistants communicating with you while I'm on here. Be aware of scammers. The way to know it is you go to my follow button. I now have, congratulations, 40,000 followers of you beautiful people. And so when in doubt, they will start to follow you and then they'll message you. Then they'll copy my videos and reach out to you. They'll say, hun, I want to give you a reading. I do angel cards. They'll say all kinds of stuff. I don't do angel cards. I don't reach out to you to give you a reading. And they will only have like 200 or 300 followers. So just so you know. Yes. Okay. So this is how we do the readings. You double click on that and then you pull it down and it will say schedule a reading with Julie. Or you can go to my website. My website is peace, like I bring you peace dash serenity. Every time I'm on TikTok, you're always live. It's meant to be. Oh, hi, Joanne. Thank you. Yes, Santana, I would love to give you a reading, and I do private readings. For those of you who want more information, because I usually chat a little bit, but I'm so sleepy today after my readings today, and I don't do readings when I'm tired, so, but I do want to chat with you guys. I do have a book on Amazon called I Am Home, and I wrote this book when my beautiful friend's mother passed away, and she came to me and she said, you need to write this book called I Am Home. And I'm like, okay. So it's on Amazon or you can download it on Kindle. It just has like past readings that I've done. Also, if you feel like you might be a medium and you want to know how this works, you might want to look at my story as well. And it just shows you something beyond what the information that I can give you now. But that's called I Am Home. My name is Julie Dart and it's on Amazon. And I just wanted to check with you guys. Okay. So how do you pick somebody for a live reading? If you are following me, I give readings at random for free. I do that, but today and on Thursday at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Coast Time and on 6:30 Eastern Coast Time, I will be doing paid readings. That's kind of what I did today, sweetie. They're $30 and you can make a donation by clicking down here. You'll see my Venmo or PayPal. And once you do that, that's how I did the readings today. I messaged them through the form that they paid through, and I let them know that when I would be going live. So if you did pay, I saw a couple of you paid already. I usually do like 3 or 4 readings when I go live. I very much pride myself on not doing readings when I'm tired. Excuse me, I don't think any of you guys deserve that. So I am getting sleepy right now. Fabian, but thank you for being on here. I would not do you justice if I did a reading for you, so I'm not going to, but I can let you guys know that every person that I've read, your family members cross over and they become 100% spirit, whether they believed in this or not. I have some people who say, well, my dad wouldn't come through because he didn't believe in this. I said, well, he believes in it now. Do you know what I mean? And so it's okay if they were skeptics. It's okay if they spoke another language. Love is universal. Love language is universal. So they'll show me things about them, if that makes any sense. I do have some openings for private readings. I also wanted to look into doing a Zoom class soon. I know I kept talking about that before, but things started to get so busy. So if you're interested in a Zoom class, I haven't worked out the logistics with that yet, but it would be more of a private setting in Zoom, and then I think I wouldn't have more than 10 people, and it would probably be about 2 hours long. So if you're interested in doing that for September, please let me know. I might do one or two of those depending on how well they do. But I really do like going live on here the best. And the reason why is I can give random readings to all of you. And then the people watching can think like, well, if she said that about Trisha's dad, then maybe my dad's with me. Nana, then maybe my Nana's with me. Or she said this about them with their mom, then maybe my mom is with me. And that's all they need you to do. You don't have to believe in it 100%. You just have to have a little bit of belief, like pixie dust, like a little mustard seed, how they say, a little bit of that, and then you guys will be fine. Billy, I'd love to give you a reading. I'm so tired, sleepy, or sleep. I was going to say, I'm so tired, sleepy. I'm so tired, sweetie. I wouldn't do it justice. But I will be live on Thursday at 3:30 Pacific Coast Time, 6:30 Eastern Coast Time. If you want a reading then, you can double click on this and go to my Venmo and make a donation. Now I will reach out to you and schedule like I did with the readings today. I never like to stop my readings without thanking my moderators. They are amazing. I couldn't do this without you guys coordinating things, making sure the chat room is clear so I can do the readings. Thank you so much for that. I just really appreciate that. And we are up to 40,000 followers, and I just am so grateful. That just means there's a lot of like-minded, beautiful people in here. You wouldn't be here unless we had the same kind of feelings, and so you're very much. When will this be on YouTube? Tomorrow. So you can double click on that and go to my YouTube channel, and I'll have it recorded and it will be on there tomorrow. Many times people watching it back go, oh my gosh, when you said this, it was this, I didn't realize. I get that too when I get mediumship readings. I call it mediumship amnesia, where I'm like, I forget things. But it was such a privilege to give you this reading today. Thank you so much. Yeah, Chris, I'm not doing readings at this time. I'm just exiting out here, but just know that your sister Amanda loves you very much. All spirits who cross over become 100% spirit, even though their bodies are dissipated. It's fun to get a reading from a medium. However, you don't need a medium to communicate with your family. You can literally say, I need a sign from you, and just be open to what that sign is. If you see a white feather, that's a sign. If you see pennies, that's a sign from them too. If you see a dragonfly, a squirrel, a reindeer, a rainbow, like if a certain song comes on to play, those are all signs. Signs of numerically too, they'll give you like numbers. Like my dad passed away at 12:12, so I look at the clock and I'll see 12:12. My mom passed away August 8th, so I'll look and receipts will be August 8th, or a certain meeting will be over at August 8th. So or 8:08. So look for these things, numbers anywhere, like on receipts, odometer of a car, time that you look at a clock, on a license plate in front of you. They're trying to communicate with you any way that they can to let you know that their love is eternal and that they on the other side trying to support you in any way that they can. Okay? Thank you guys so much. You're dreaming about your mom a lot. Probably she's around you. So lovely. All right, I'm going to head out, you guys. Moderators, you're amazing. Thank you. Liza and Trish, thank you for letting me give you these readings today. I will see you guys at 3:30 Pacific Coast Time, 6:30 Eastern Coast Time. And remember, this is my only account. I have about 40,000 followers, and the reason I tell you that is that's your way to confirm and verify my account. The fake accounts copy my information, and they only have like 200 or 300 accounts. Please don't fall for that. I can only just keep telling you guys on here, okay? You're welcome, Trish. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Much love to all of you guys. Take care. Sorry if you're just coming on. I have to get going. I do have a website in my bio, and I am logging off. Love you guys, moderators. Thanks again.